Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Washington football team. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Throwing on first down. Ramsey. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Ramsey. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ramsey. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ramsey. They'll roll him out right. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Ramsey. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Ramsey. And it'll be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing Jones. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Jones. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw. Jones. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run here with Taylor. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Taylor. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Washington 14, Bears nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Ramsey. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marco Wilson, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Jones. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Running left, Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll look to throw again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side.
Woo! Give me some.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it is 42-0.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Flush to his right. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. I remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 4 yards out. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
26 Mike.
2nd and 11. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
That's good. First down.
They go play action here on first down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, switch gears.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 34.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
26, Mike. I got it. 26.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Watch the screen.
They'll try and run for it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Hands it off out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Slide for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Washington 63, Bears nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 11 yards out. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Sly on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Washington 70, Bears nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they'll run on the draw. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Let's go. 80. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 9. Check 9. 49.
Now a handoff looking right. Dances by him. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Hands it off out of the gun. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And that'll be complete to Dillon. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marco Wilson. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, it's Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final time. Out. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Claypool with another catch. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense
and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Washington, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.